All right, guys, so I had a question from someone that wanted to know, what desserts can I eat to help me lose weight? And is it possible? It absolutely is possible. I'm going to recommend the keto version of the peanut butter fat bomb, okay? Strawberry cheesecake, you can do that. Brownies, chocolate chip cookies. I mean, these foods taste almost identical to the sugar version, just without the sugar. Shortbread cookies, which are to die for. Pound cake muffins, how about that? And then just berries or cream. So you can do any of these. There's quite a few on my website. I'll put a link down below so you can check them out. But really, there's two things that you need to focus on. One is obviously consuming the low carb version, okay? We've spent a lot of time to come up with these recipes to make them taste really, really good, so you'll enjoy them. But they're all low carb. Second point that's really, really important is they must be high in fat. Now, if you do a low fat version of a dessert or a snack, the problem is you're going to be hungry. You're not going to be satisfied. And if you combine that with high sugar, like in low fat and high sugar, now you're really going to be hungry probably a half hour after you consume it. So you want a high fat dessert as the key to be able to do intermittent fasting so you can go longer. You don't want to do these desserts unless you're also doing intermittent fasting. Why? Because every time you eat anything that has any calories, you trigger insulin. And insulin is what keeps you from losing weight. So we want low carb, which lowers insulin, and we want intermittent fasting. If you see the average person, they're doing a breakfast, a snack, mid-morning snack, a lunch, mid-afternoon snack, and then dinner, and then snacking at night. This is a killer, even if you're doing low carb, okay? So you want to graduate to knock out these snacks, but the only way to do that is by adding more fat. And this is one way to get your fat, by adding a dessert or a little fat bomb, which is basically a little keto dessert. Ideally, you drop the snacks, you go longer, and then you drop your breakfast, and then you only have 2 meals. And you do this over a period of time so you can fast longer and longer and longer. The fasting is going to decrease your insulin so you can start losing weight. And then you want to take these 2 meals and squish them together closer and closer and closer to their 4 hours. If you have a lot of weight to lose and your metabolism is slow, and let's say you're getting a little bit older, then you should just knock out one of these meals so you're just at 1 meal a day. And don't be afraid to consume a good amount of fat or even a dessert at that 1 meal. So that will help you lose weight. So the key is intermittent fasting, infrequent eating, and low carbs. A couple problems that people run into. Not being able to stop eating these desserts, okay? They start, especially at night, and then just keep eating them and eating them and eating them. So this is a problem. You just want to be able to control the amount. So don't consume more than 2 to 3 cookies, or let's say you're doing a little brownie or a fat bomb. Just don't go over 2 to 3 per meal. The other thing that's a problem is the snacking that people do in between the meals. This is the #1 thing that prevents people from losing weight, even on keto. It's the snacking between the meals. And it could be even the little things as well. So this is why you need some fat or a fat dessert or a fat snack at the end of the meal, not between the meal. So if you're hungry between the meals, just increase the amount of fat at the end of the meal so you can go longer without needing to snack. A lot of times people will snack without even being hungry. So you're just going to have self-discipline to not do that anymore. Another mistake is that people omit eating nutrient-dense foods. They're doing dirty keto, which is an unhealthy version of keto, getting some of the benefits, but not the full benefits because they're not doing enough salad or vegetables. They're not doing organic. Because these nutrients are really important in correcting insulin resistance. And that's going to really help you lose weight as well, especially if you're kind of plateauing. Last point is the sugar substitutes. There's 2 sugar substitutes. One is maltitol and the other is fiber yum. Those 2, out of all the sugar alcohols, tend to raise the most insulin. So I would not use maltitol or fiber yum, even though I have used fiber yum in some of the recipes. If you do that, just make sure you use very small amounts and don't do it too frequent because it can increase your insulin. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go ahead and try this and let me know how it goes. Hey, if you're liking this content, please subscribe now, and I will actually keep you updated on future videos.